Welcome to New to Medical Device Sales. Day in a life of helping people break into medical device sales and showing you guys how I like to start my morning every morning. I like to come up here on the rooftop where our office is and just watch the sunrise over the beautiful mountains. It never gets old being able to just watch the sunrise, but have a lot of new updates, a lot of big things in the works, a lot of contracts. I am just so jacked to give you guys all an update. There's a lot of good things coming and a lot of good things that have happened, but it's also been a very hectic several weeks, several months. So I want to just give you guys a big update, but we're going to get into a full day of work and we will let you all see it going forward, but stay tuned because there's going to be a lot of good updates, a lot of people breaking into medical device sales, which is even more fun, and we got some fun things and some fun surprises for you all.
Job, because you're kind of literally wearing multiple caps, whether it's, I'm the sales, I typically do sales, but there's times I have to go back in the back, wash cars, or maybe I have to do some counting or even marketing.
Birthday boy, sing happy birthday, Eric.
I don't sing.
Just got done, as you guys saw, with a call, just talking to some people. Right now, it's been absolutely crazy. We are getting about 20 plus applications a day coming into our program. So I'm trying to help the team out and take some of those calls. Now, from going and doing some calls of people interested in our program, seeing if we feel like they're a good fit. Now it's going to be back to, we're going to film a podcast, film one about just tips to help you guys break in the industry. And what I see is a lot of people saying, don't do these things if you want to break into med device sales, right? Or do these things if you don't want to break into med device sales. A lot of fun little titles. But there's just a lot of common things that I see where people stay really stuck. So going to make that today. Even more important, today is Mr. Boris's birthday. So he is a massive piece of this team and he's been absolutely amazing. And if you guys get on a phone call, a lot of times you'll talk with Boris. Right now I'm working with 5 different companies. Don't want to go into too much more information until things are official. There's a lot of exciting things. We're working on some stuff to help people break into this industry. Literally multiple people just in the last 24 hours broke into medical device sales. We actually are going to share a clip right here. So one of our guys breaking into med device sales. You got the offer, huh?
Dude, I can't believe how fast this process went. They just sent it over my email right now, so I can shoot that over to you.
Yeah, shoot it over to me. I'll look it over. Just say it one more time. Who'd you just get the offer from?
Abbott.
How you feeling about Abbott?
2 days. It's been such a crazy experience, and Abbott Neuromod too. I can tell they're a team of quality, patience, and just collaborative.
I love it. What was the original offer at?
So it was at 75. I'm going to send it over to you right now.
$75,000. They're going to give you 5% of your base salary. Also for Abbott employment agreement. For vehicle reimbursement, they're going to give you more information. So that means that they're going to either give you a car or pay for your gas card. Young dude like yourself who's been hustling, I don't think 75K sucks, does it?
No, not at all. I'm broke as hell right now, and I even told him,
I'm proud of you, man. What I would just sit here and tell you the offer looks good. You happy with 75K?
Yeah.
Are you happy with Abbott?
Yes.
Are you happy with Phoenix?
Yes, and I'm very happy with the team, too. They treated me so well. I was not expecting all this. Everyone was so nice. Everyone was so chill.
I think you should go and sign an offer for the most money you've ever made in your life. And you start changing your life right away, and you get out here to Phoenix. How's that sound?
Sounds amazing.
Toby didn't even have enough to pay rent at one point, even though 75K is not our typical average person at 105K. Everyone's in a different boat, right? Some people were able to get at 100, 120, 170. Some people are 23, 24 years old, never made any money, literally living paycheck to paycheck. To get him hired at 75K, have all of his stuff taken care of is the best. I've been on calls with that kid and he is one of the best human beings I've ever met. And to watch him break the cycle, not only for him and his family, it's truly amazing. It's why we do what we do. The person with no background who's not supposed to break into med device sales. Just got in with Abbott, one of the largest med device companies in the world. There's a couple other life updates. We had Mr. Johnny Caparo on the spotlight with us and had him on the podcast. Absolutely amazing. Got to meet him in person. We'll be able to show you guys some clips right now, so you guys can maybe go check that out later.
A company called United Orthopedics called me up, and I got global experience. They're based out of Taiwan. So I became the global product manager, and I did that for a couple of years. There was nobody in the medical industry at all using LinkedIn, at all.
Yeah.
And I live in Utah, where they call it the Silicon Slopes.
Yep.
And all my friends in the tech industry were blowing up LinkedIn. I was like, this is so interesting. I should be able to use LinkedIn for the medical industry. Why is nobody using it?
And then we also, very excitingly, just got an investment property. It's something we are big here, helping you guys continue to grow in your career. And I just want to live it and just show you guys by living it and doing it with you all. And that's how we can teach it and how we've been able to have so much success. Now I'm going to show you the absolute best thing that I've done this week. And it is welcome to White Buffalo Ranch. Welcome to White Buffalo Ranch. Today is closing day. We're here at the cabin and we got the crew with us.
Teddy, say hi.
Hey, then the best realtor ever. You're on it. And then just walking to the view of why we're here. This is a surreal moment for me because we are finally having an investment property. Been working a lot on this for a long time, and to finally be closing on this property, the more important thing that I get excited about, all that land, all those trees, that's ours. Yeah, really special moment for me. Literally not even 6 years ago, sleeping on an air mattress, hole in it, waking up on the ground, making under $30,000 a year to we now have a property. Was able to do a great deal on it, did it seller finance, so it's not your typical deal. One of the things I always like to think is outside the box, so we got an amazing deal on this. We got a beautiful cabin with beautiful views. I'm happy. And that's just some of the updates. We've had a lot more of the updates. You are going to see us get a workout in here in a little bit. We've talked about Hyrox, of me training with getting people just to continue to progress in their goals. And it's been such a fun journey. The honest to God truth, though, is I haven't been able to do the training that I like as much because of all the things you've just seen. We have a lot of things in the background happening here at New to Medical Device Sales. We're working on a lot of big things. It is just the absolute best. But today we're going to get back into it. We're going to go hit a workout, have a couple calls with some members. We have literally right now 7 human beings in 4th and 5th round interviews, and most of them are in 2 to 3 interview processes. So we're helping with them and doing negotiations right now. But we're going to just keep the rest of this day rolling. You're going to see what a Friday for me is looking like. Started at 6:30 with doing post and everything. I'm going to film a podcast. Then I have another call. And then I'm going to go get a haircut because I actually leave for a holiday. And yeah, I just want to bring you guys along on the whole conversation, the whole journey. So let's go film this podcast. Literally the last 7 people we've gotten hired, the average of them came out to be $115,000. So it has been a lot of great things here. We are the program that gets people hired on average over 6 figures. We keep showing that. We just got a couple people hired way north of 150. You're going to go back to not being happy with where you're currently at. You're going to go back to not knowing what to do. You've been trying for a year and you're going to keep just doing all this. Right off the podcast to another call. Here we go. The pressure off everything. I don't do many of these calls. Like usually I'm on calls with med device companies. Boris was like, hey, you got to get on this call today. You need to talk with her. We are getting 20 plus applications a day. We are extremely selective of who we even take into the program. Get your butt downstairs so we can go for lunch for your birthday.
Coming down.
All right, we're like 7 minutes away. Just got the fresh cut. My man Mike, he actually gets this done in 15 minutes. And he actually touched it up. We were just talking about this. I used to go get a haircut. The guy who used to do this beforehand used to take like an hour and a half. And then I found Mike off of Instagram. 20 minutes, bam. He's an absolute baller. Like just talking about always being with other like-minded people. He's his own barber. He sees about 20 to 27 people a day. They all pay between 30 and 50 bucks minimum cash. He's crushing. And he's always full and he works 5-6 days a week. Like, it's just like you always just get around other cool people that are doing it and they're just a master at what they do. And this is what people miss, right? He, A, is amazing at what he does, but number two, he saves me, the old guy used to do an hour and a half, he saves me literally an hour and 10 minutes. It's like, when you're that skilled, and that's what people miss. I always think about that, like with plumbers. Pay the plumber, not for the 5 minutes that they were there. It's the 20 years that it took for them to be able to do it in 5 minutes. Getting prepped because I'm going to Switzerland. As you guys know, I love to travel, and so I'm going to Switzerland for my birthday, turning 30. Visit out there, go to the Alps, go see Zurich, go see St. Moritz, go ride the train in the snow, and just have an experience during the Thanksgiving time. Right before this, we got somebody who's joining our program. It's going to be an absolute amazing. She's a nurse, but she hasn't worked for a while. Just scared. A lot of people we work with are really scared, but it's like the best when we have like Toby that you guys saw earlier, who joins our program, barely making ends meet, doesn't even make $40,000, 24 years old, and then we get him hired at almost 6 figures at 24 years old with Abbott, one of the largest med device companies in the world. It's just been really cool time reflecting of getting that investment property, getting all the stuff, and like really reflecting that if you guys watch this YouTube, you literally can go back and watch my first YouTube video that is absolute trash. Just hilarious to like been really doing reflecting of where we're at, and like it's the best being able to do that for myself and see where we're at today, but also see where we've helped so many other people now texting me and saying they're getting investment properties and like other stuff like that to help them get their life progress. So I sit here and I like almost like pinch myself and I reflect, and it's like I get to work with amazing human beings. My mentor, I had a call with my mentor Omar, just seeing where I've grown in 2 years, and then like seeing where he's grown and seeing all the exciting things he has, and just it's truly crazy. Once I started working on myself, healing myself, and getting around really healthy people, where you start making so much more money, you start getting more healthier, you see the positivity in life, you see the vibes of everything that's going. And it goes back to when I was making 40, 50, 60K a year to now it's like when you can actually go in med device sales and make 50K in a month if you get the commission checks. And then you get around other people who do that and they don't try to tear you down. Now even more, I'm in rooms that I'm trying to get in, like we've bought masterminds and we've bought programs just like we have people buy ours, like where we've spent $20, $30, $50,000 to be in those rooms, but people will be like, that's crazy. And it's always about a lot of money. Yes, just like we tell you, you have to invest in yourself, but it's the same reason why you go have a conversation with somebody who's a billionaire or somebody who's making $3 million a month. And like for me as a kid who never thought about making $3 million in my life, you're like, well, you don't seem that much better than me or that much smarter than me. Or it's the same people who are like, here, let me just help you. And I think that's the biggest thing is like just getting around those people. So yeah, man, it's just like I've just had a new look on life, especially the last 6 months. And like the med device companies, it's truly like when you guys go back and watch my time when I was in Italy and I'm like crying as I'm driving the Amalfi Coast. It's like everything I keep seeing and hear first, and then I tell people about, it's happening. And now everything that I've talked about with the med device companies and doing for our program and like getting partnerships and all these cool things, like they're not there yet, but they are there. There's just no ink written down. It's like, it's happening. And it's to be like this young kid from Iowa who like never thought we'd do anything to now changing my whole life and just turning 30 this last month. I reflected on my 20s really hard. And I started 20s broke as heck. And now I left my 20s not close to being broke. And now the real impact is how can we keep helping other people, but also grow this company so we can continue to change other people's lives, but also for myself. I'm just getting new skills every single day. We're growing a company, we're getting employees, we're getting awesome, amazing people like you. It's just fun, man. I just look back and I get to reflect on it and just thankful. I'm thankful for the people we get to work with, watching us change their life, to then have them come, and it's just this cycle, and we're just getting around a lot of amazing human beings. We are here with the birthday man for his lunch. We actually have a contact that we're actually working a deal with to do placement for them, which some of the stuff we've been talking about, exciting. He's going to join us here as well. So we're going to have a little work lunch meeting. It is 12:51, and at 12:24, got a text message from one of our students. Just got the verbal. That is going to be with Logic in California. The absolute best. We got another text from one of our guys, Brandon, saying he passed the Gallup. Now he will be meeting in December for follow-up for the next round in the interview process with Stryker. Just another day, getting people hired every single day, but now we gotta get him fed. Thank you so much. What would you got, buddy?
I love it. Amazing.
What'd you wish for? Can't tell you. Yeah, I thought you were gonna do it. I got him. Say something in German.
Vielen Dank, dass alle meinen Geburtstag mit mir heute feiern.
What's that mean?
Thanks that everybody's celebrating.
Oh. Now tell him, stop being so soft in German.
Halt die Fresse und sei nicht so weich.
All the different people I wanted to go have conversations with, I would get them a card and just say, being that little golden retriever that just kept smiling and being nice, even though they didn't treat me so well, just making sure that the people you're with, even like nurses, they might be watching everybody else get gifts and everybody else feel special. So now we gotta make sure we can make dinner tonight. It's 4 p.m. now. Just got done with awesome several meetings, so big things in the works here. We have to take him out to a birthday dinner. I got 30 minutes, so sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, and we're gonna knock it out right now. And it's gonna be rush since here, so 30 minutes. So we're gonna do 50 cals on the bike, 500 meters on here. Sometimes you just got to get it done even when you don't want to. It's good. In the books. So because of timing, I was gonna do 50, 500, but when I got through to the first 25 in a minute, which is pretty nasty on a bike, so I ended up doing 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 calories on the bike, so a total of 150 calories. And then I had 500 meters on the ski. Always trying to keep under a 2-minute split. That's my worst machine that I'm at. I can keep in the 140s on a row, but ski just kills me. So that goal was to finish every one of the 500s in under a minute and 58 seconds, which we did. Just trying to keep that good pace. But yeah, that was 21 and a half minutes. Did 150 calories on the bike, 2,500 meters on the ski. It just goes back to when I used to be a personal trainer. Everyone thinks you need an hour, 2 hours. Sometimes, like where I'm at in the point of life, the company's growing like crazy. Again, I can't let my fitness always slide, but there's sometimes I just have to do maintenance. And so that's what today was. Not ideal to only get 22 minutes in, 21 minutes in, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Because now I'm gonna go be time with my family, be time with Boris, celebrate them. Gonna hang up the phone, hang up the work for the weekend, get ready just to be present with the family. And again, guys, just so you know, that's why I did all this. Is I remember being 23, being broke, but just being like, every time, I don't want anyone to tell me what I can and can't do with my family. It's creating that life. And I was able to do that in med device sales too. I was making over 200K and working under 35 hours a week and having that freedom, and it's possible. So that's why I just want to keep teaching you guys. But hopefully this is just motivation. I get people who message me and say, hey, these workouts help you guys, all the stuff. I just want you guys to know, again, I'm a person of just no excuses. If you can just be a good person, you can stay hardworking, you can be coachable, and you stay committed, you're gonna go get everything you want in your life. And hopefully I just can continue to show you that as you guys going back and watch those old videos of me driving a $3,000 car, living with 3 roommates, waking up on an air mattress, having no money, happy, just chasing a dream, to where we're at today. And I just feel incredibly blessed. I just want to say thank you all for the support. Hopefully this encourages you. Keep going after your goals. If you guys are really interested in bringing them in device sales, feel free to reach out to us. We're always happy to help. Make sure to go check out some of our podcasts that we have. Also, you can see other day in the life of med device sales, back when I was a rep to a manager, to now being able to help people, as you saw, literally getting offers today. Like I said, we do it every day. And all I'm here to do is show you the physical proof, show you that we do this, have you guys go see the testimonials for yourself. Because all I want to do is change your life. Because I used to be that person, broke, all alone, nobody understood me.
to now where we've helped thousands of people. It's only growing. We're working with some of the biggest brands, and it all started with a dream, belief in myself, and the thing that's gonna help you is believe in yourself and get around other people who are gonna build you up instead of tear you down. Hope you guys have a great one, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.